episode. And my phone literally loves telling me that I've gone live. I don't know
what that.
Huh? I think just the new app has a bit of a glitch on it, probably.
Partner, I'm getting chills.
So I'm packing that honey horn because it's the only thing I'm actually really decent with in this match.
Just what kind of elder
Just
dragon
because low
could it be?
tier stuff.
First things first. Look for traces of an elder dragon, and then have the scout flies track it down. Now, the hard part. Locate
Oh, this
Nergigante
hunter's gonna
and
get
slay
herself
it within the
killed
time
or
limit.
himself killed.
Partner, good luck. The scout flies have found something. Go get a closer look. Okay, you know what you have to do. Get in there and do your stuff. You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use them. The hunting form is a close range support weapon.
Here, take the attack buff. Let it not kill you.
The scout flies will hide once the hunter is out. Don't
I'll
forget.
have that buff. Well, I do have an attack.
Look out, your health is low. Keep your distance and use a potion. If you run out of health, you'll faint.
I'm the
Be
first
returned
one
to the closest
down.
camp. Faint too many times and you'll fail the quest.
Oh god, did I ever tell you how I finished this one actually?
Nope.
We all went long range. We all went like bows.
Oh.
Well, sorry, the three of them went bows. I was staying with Hunter Horror because I could just give you guys buffs as I'm messing around. Problem is, he hurts like a truck and I have no defense on me. I
You
have
can use
all
jump
attack.
attacks to mount monsters.
Okay, let's try getting the defense stuff, I guess.
Really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks. Hey, these shrubs. Our team's health is dropping. Use light power.
But we all like a defense boost.
Dodge
Oh,
their
I
attacks.
keep forgetting it does that.
Don't want to take hits like that head on.
Okay, so the attack boost is that. And then if I get the encore on. Encore has been successful. I keep getting freaking whaled by this giant dinosaur. I'm gonna mount it. Oh god, imagine what I did right there. I'd be impressed. It would also not help for anything that well.
The monster's been immobilized. Now's your
Encore up. Oh, it's asleep. And I got it. You definitely know about this more than Monster Hunter than I do. What does the wind pressure multiplication or whatever? What is it called that?
Wind pressure. They're pushing you back.
Yeah, so like I'm assuming that's like the roars and stuff because like it seems like that's the case. Then again, I don't play Honey Horn. You know this. Unless it's really needed, then I will play Honey Horn. So probably during one of the easier hunts we're going to talk about our history, because right now I kind of have to focus on getting buffs. And plus people will definitely know this, I keep gushing about it, that my only history with Monster Hunter is Free Ultimate. And what a great game that was.
But,
It's not about it. Trust me, this thing does not go down easily. What's about your sharpness? No, you back off from me.
The monster is on the move. Use the scout flies as a guide as you go after it.
I'm trying to think, were there any Elder Dragons? Because that wasn't a thing in like 3 Ultimate, right? I can't think of any Elder Dragons at least.
There were Elder Dragons.
Really? Which ones were Elder Dragons in 3 Ultimate?
Jin Moran was one.
Oh yeah, that giant mother effer.
Yeah.
Okay, because like the only thing I know about Elder Dragons are the fact that Kieran's one, and then there's fire and ice dragons coming back in this game or another set. And then we know that Devil Joe's coming back for spring DLC. Which, hopefully by then, you and I are going to be armored up to hell and back and take on a Devil Joe. Do you have plans to cover the DLC for this game?
Huh?
Like as a Let's Play or like as just a general walkthrough kind of thing?
Let's play.
Yeah, so you're going to be jumping the boat with a lot of, me, Jay are doing one. Who else is doing one? I think it's just going to be you and me and my friends list right now. Because you can stream it, and then streaming is also a great way of showing off the end of this. And the frustration. Hello, Sandwich Man. You're a new person, too. Hey. I feel like I should know you. Yeah, that bone scatter thing is ridiculous. So yeah, we're definitely going to cover the DLC then, so you and I are definitely going to have to be working as a hunter team on those ones. Because I definitely have plans to try to do it solo, and that's going to be freaking possible for me. I don't know, I feel like I've played against Double Joe enough, I should know his patterns, but then again, they're going to be changed entirely in this game. You also told me wrong information, I think, when we were playing 3 Ultimate. You told me Dragon Blight was, witches don't have elements. That's what Dragon Blight was. I looked it up, and I only know about that now because someone told me when I was watching I think I was watching a game theory thing about Devil Joe. Or not game theory, do you know your bosses? You know what that is.
I'm about to die.
No. I should use the freaking life crystal, sorry. Wait, did someone just put down a shot trap? Elder Dragons are affected by shot traps. No. Which is also another thing I learned from watching, basically Do You Know games. Except I don't watch Do You Know TV. The funny thing is I follow them, or follow the guy on Twitter and stuff, I just don't ever watch the YouTube channel. That game theory I follow on Twitter. A couple other people I follow on Twitter just because they do like analytic kind of stuff and I like it. So I'm assuming this thing would possibly be weak to like fire because it's like a undead dragon kind of thing.
I don't know.
Okay, the monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
Also, I did a test on something with Dragon Blight actually before. Actually, it's not too long ago, probably like maybe a couple months at this point. I did a test about Dragon Blight to make sure that it was accurate. Yeah, it doesn't drop your defense. But you know, in 3 Ultimate, when you don't have slime on your side, it makes the fight a whole lot harder with a Devil Joe. I kind of wish they brought slime back, but I know that's one of the things that people didn't like or something. And I'm like, it's okay. I know your patterns are still getting smacked up by me. Okay.
Yes, fine, but I'm about to die.
Okay. It won't save you, but life powder. Try to get the defense up. Jesus Christ. And for those who are asking, yes, we have plans to take this on tonight and get this done tonight. Mostly because it gives you a little booster pack when you get the full game. I'm gonna just keep playing it. I don't care if I'm hitting it or not. I just need to get the booster buffs on you guys. I think it is. This is under technical, right? The honeyhorn? Like when they're grouping the weapons, because there's heavy, light, technical. Is it honeyhorn technical? Someone in chat who probably knows the game better than I will probably tell us. Yeah, I'll go for it. You know, I've only been watching update videos for as long as I can remember about this game. That's fine. I am so dead.
Are you okay?
Sapper as I saw that coming and I couldn't get out of the dodge. You ever hit L3 or R3? You gotta stay in the same group.
Yeah, I'm continuing.
Oh, that. This is why I like dual blades and faster, nimbler weapons, just because I can get in, go out. Did they seriously just join for this one and then it's like, oh, these people suck, I'm gonna leave? Okay. Same mission. I don't know, the Asian guy in, probably. Nope. Straight up left. You want to try with two people?
No, I'm not gonna try with two people.
Yeah, I was about to say. It does not scale like the true game does. Because for those who don't know, Monster Hunter definitely scales on how many players there are on the hunt. So if there's 4 players, you're probably getting the hardest experience, while if you're playing with 2 players, you're getting pretty much like the medium of the road, I believe. Or is that reversed? The more people, it's easier. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on chat. Wonder how many people are actually on chat right now. Oh, there you are on Discord. I still can't believe I have plans to do Let's Play of Final Fantasy 7. Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
You know my opinions on 7.
Not really. Not really, no.
Oh, I just hate this story, and it's just kind of like, if you know what's happening, it doesn't really have any suspense, and like, Final Fantasy X, like, if I stop playing that game for a good year or so, I'll probably forget, and then, you know, it's kind of like a new, fresh start for me, Final Fantasy X. But Final Fantasy VII, I already know what's going on, I already know how stupid it is, and the game itself kind of has a fangasm every time it says Sephiroth. Because I kid you not,
By the way, you played... Oh, sorry, you were saying?
if you count how many times Sephiroth is said in Final Fantasy VII, I kid you not, it is a total of 299. And you were saying? I was playing what?
You were playing the Dissidia NT beta?
Oh yeah, no, I've played the, like, you know me, I told you, I'm a huge fan of the Dissidia games. I just put my pre-order down today for it. I got the bundle for it.
Oh, okay.
I told you I was getting the bundle.
Yeah, I got the collector's edition.
Well, same thing. Like, the funny thing is, I like Dissidia, but it's not warranting me to go buy a physical copy of the damn thing. Monster Hunter, that's an exception. Monster Hunter actually has stuff I want. Because, like, honestly, like, you definitely know me. I'm a very, like, conservative kind of person. Like, I only really buy stuff if there's a sale going on or if there's just something I really wanted. So, like, like, it's just very weird for me to say, like, you know, one series doesn't have stuff I want, but the other series does. Because for those who don't know, I could list off so many games I pre-ordered, but I only got, like, the box standard edition, even though I was asking a couple of the, like, collectors. Persona 5. But yeah, no, I settle with box standard stuff just because, like, generally it's not worth a damn for me.
Yep.
Oh, got another person. I'm gonna wait for a full team, or we're gonna go with 3 people.
No, just wait until another person joins in, because...
Yeah. So I did did pretty much a half-hour recording of me talking about Persona 5, actually, just doing my thoughts of it. Oh, talking about sales, I actually took advantage of the under $5 sale this weekend. I got a lot of pointless crap that I'm probably never going to end up playing. You know, I kind of want to tell you guys how many games I bought, and granted, I wanted these things to go on sale for less than, like, $4, mind you, but I'm like, I'm not going to get any better than $5 right now. So I got the Cartoon Battle Royale thing, which plays like crap. I'm not going to lie. It controls god-awful. I can see that being fun for, like, a good co-op game and just having, like, some drunk friends or something. Because, how should I put this? It feels like the people who made Scott Pilgrim, but they did a horrible job at it. And me...
Oh,
nice.
Here we go.
And, funny thing about story time about me and Red. Red and I, or however you want to pronounce it, I'm pretty sure it's just me and Red's acceptable grammatically. We played the living crap out of Scott Pilgrim. Like, I'm the person who played Scott Pilgrim, maxed out everyone, and has pretty much, like, everything in the game. So, yeah, I love Scott Pilgrim. The Cartoon Network Battle Royale thing is a crappy arcade. Scott Pilgrim was a good arcade. It's kind of like more River City Ransom versus what's a less popular, crappy version of River City Ransom. I don't know many. Yeah, but basically, I like River City Ransom. I like beat-em-up games, and it just... the sales pitch alone kind of got me skeptical on, like, it's not going to be that great. Whereas, like, play as your favorite Cartoon Network characters. I'm like, okay, you got Mordecai Rigby, you got Jake and Flynn or whatever from Adventure Time, you have... who's the fat kid? Clarence. You got him. You got. Can't think of any other characters in that game. But basically, you have all these characters you can play as. So I'm like, oh, so it's like a free to swap kind of game. It does not work like that at all. And I've only beat the first level just because I just got fed up, and I'm like, nope, not playing this until I'm gonna have someone else to play it with. I got that. I got Uno just because I like Uno. And under $4, I can't complain. When the original asking price, not on sale, is like I think $19. So I'm like, $4, that's a steal. So I took it, and then I got the Laura Croft Tomb Raider spin-off game, which I don't know how to go about. I haven't played it yet. I think that's it. There's probably one game I'm not thinking of, but that's the majority of the stuff I bought today.
Oh man, you ate that really.
I did. The sad part is I was trying to roll, and I rolled directly into his wall. Okay, next is the. Really do not like check it out on my phone, so I just go in sleep mode and actually do the upload properly. Okay, that time I'm actually confused. I didn't see how I got hit by that one. Okay. Okay.
Oh. What in the world? What is with all the other monsters?
I wish I had a legit answer for that, but I don't. Dodge me! So yeah, granted, I knew these were going to be like really bad games, so I definitely am walking in with like no expectations.
He's shot.
Trash, yep. Not trash, just awesome. He's still not immune to like paralysis. Right? Who was close to me? Because you guys saw the text of me putting a bomb down, right? The sad part is the PlayStation, like, people at the PlayStation store definitely know, like, what's crap and what's not, because I kid you not, I didn't see any good games for the under $5 sale. Minus, like, God Eater. Whoa! He got you too?
Wow. Yeah, he got me too for some unknown reason.
That actually scared me slightly.
Oh, how that happened? Because I was away from him when he did it.
Yeah, I was dodging to the left of him, but apparently it didn't count. But yeah, like minus, I think God Eater was on sale. I didn't see any like good games on the $5 or less sale. Which me being Canadian, I have to pay like sometimes $6 when everything's supposed to be under $5.
You're going the wrong way.
I'm fully aware of that. So yeah, it's just it sucks being Canadian sometimes, but it also pays off because really I have friends. Thing, you can't have friends if you're not Canadian. But yeah, I don't know. You gotta play Uno sometime, but you know you're not gonna buy it because you're not gonna be like online or anything for the stuff like that. I was gonna say you should buy Monopoly, but I'm like you're probably not a big fan of Monopoly either.
Not really.
And the reason I'm a big fan of that stuff is just because I like tabletop games, and I don't always have the time to set up a tabletop of a game like that. I'm gonna go for a mount. I messed up. Oh god. Help!
Run away rather than just stand there.
Uh-huh. Stay behind this rock and play logs. Stay behind this rock and play logs. I'll be safe. So much for being safe. Oh, his wingspan can hurt you. Interesting.
Yes, he does. He's done that before.
I didn't notice it actually. Both times I fought him.
There's wingspan.
Well, I didn't notice it hurts you.
Go, kill you. Oh. Oh no.
I'm backed up in the corner of that spot. That's the sad part. Because it's pretty much right before the like jump off ledge bit of it, and then you know you roll. I roll at the wrong time. Hard to believe that I played Monster Hunter for easily 200 plus hours on the Free Ultimate. Hard to believe, ain't it? I probably don't even have 200 plus hours. It's probably like 100 hours or something. Yeah, if it was up to me, I could just play songs at camp and I'll boost you guys. If that was an option. But I had to be around the same general zone with you, I think.
Nice. Down.
Encore it. Give you guys an attack up. It looked like you didn't get it off, did you? That's how I thought you were going to line up for that. I jumped off the ledge, got into the animation, and then I got flung off. That's perfect. You're great.
Oh, what in the world? How did you hit me?
Yeah, this feels a little off, honestly. Let's see. I was about to say, you should still get that defense up, I believe.
Yeah, I have it.
But no, trust me, I easily died with a full group of 4 people like 10, 20 times. Granted, that's like fail mission. That's not like individual deaths. Individual death, we all had pretty evenly across the board. So for those who are playing the demo and want to get the little thing about this, get ready to play this until like basically the demo ends, because this is actually a really tough thing with basic gear. What's my Oh, he's asleep. The first strike does more damage. I forgot what the crap. No. The fact is, they lowered how many times you can, like, crash to this guy. The normal one is, I believe, 9 for the demo. This one is 5. I was hoping that would be a mount. I was very hopeful for that to be a mount. I think I have the box set. I got. That would have killed me too, regardless. Holy crap!
Wow. What, did you die? No.
No.
Guy.
It was the other guy. The problem is with that.
I see it.
Yeah, with the claw though, how I was getting up in the during the getting up animation. He would still got me regardless. So if it wasn't him, it was me. This Elder Dragon's a bastard. I wonder if he's gonna be this crazy during the actual game. I hope so, or I'll feel disappointed. You know what? To be fair, this isn't as frustrating as Persona 5, so I'm still good. The funny thing is, I think Persona 5 in general is just like one of the hardest Persona games. So, like, this gets me mad, but not as much as Persona 5 does. Persona 5 got me mad on a whole different level. Also, apparently the armor for Devil Joe apparently really sucks. Or was it the weapons too? I think it's just what someone said was the armor was garbage. Oh, great. Anyone want to join? There's 2 open slots. 1 open slot. Never mind. You know, I was thinking. You said you want to try a new weapon type, right?
I'm already gonna try a new weapon type.
Oh, I was gonna say try Switch Axe. I feel like Switch Axe would be kind of more your play style.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cause like the blade and then the axe part for damage, and then the blade just to get the extra range. The elemental discharge shield and what is that actually called? Because Switchblade is the one I'm talking about. Is it Switch Axe I'm thinking of? Yeah, the Switch Axe is the one that's hard to use for me because all of the files and then the charging the files. I like it, but it gets so complicated sometimes to me. Oh man, Last Surprise is probably like the only track from Persona 5 that isn't probably an internet meme at this point. Even though a ton of people have done covers of that song, and I don't really blame them. That song is awesome. And, you know, someone's gonna say Last Surprise is not the opening theme. The opening theme's better. I'm like, nope. Last Surprise is easily. What is actually the opening theme called? I do not know actually. I'm usually a music nut, so I usually do know. Getting my knives ready, getting everything else ready. You guys go ahead of me. Oh geez, I am having a hard time. We have a heavy bow gun, and what is green over there? What is that? I want to say insect glaive. Not a bad team setup at the very least. Just not a very good one. Holy crap, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do alternate between the two songs I'm thinking of right now, just because I got like those songs. The night song in Persona 4 and the night song in Persona 5. 3 is a good one, just 4 and 5 kind of stick out more in my head.
Oh wow.
What's going on? I'm trying to give you guys buffs, but I need to back the crap off or I'm gonna die. Ooh, I'm scared to play my song. Very scared. Here guys, take a soothing song of my melody. I kinda want that song to come back from pretty much every other song. That just sounds hilarious to me.
This guy is nothing.
Well, it's a powerhouse, so I'm just like, eh. Well, the problem is, like, you can't really transition a whole lot into, like, a longsword to something else, because, like, longswords generally just have their separate own playstyle, which is different from regular. Well, everyone has it different, but, like, that's one of the only unique ones right there. Because insect glaive would be way too tricky. I'm not saying that to like turn you off. I'm just saying because it actually is kind of hard to play with. I have some experience with it. Oh, I play the defense mode again. I actually. I was gonna say you can always go dual blades, but not for this. Dual blades is actually probably the worst fall for everything else I can think of is usually just like back rows, so like heavy bowgun, light bowgun, bow. And you're not much of an archer. Wait, what the hell did I just bounce off? I'm sorry. Like, I know you're gonna play with controller on the like computer port of this game, but oh my god, I'm just thinking like if someone's crazy enough to play this on a keyboard, how effing crazy would that be? Oh, I don't. No. Oh, I see what actually got me the first time we KO'd to that. It was the needle spike bone things on it. Well, it got me at the very least. I don't know.
No, I was far away from him.
Well, you sure like a stray
apparently.
bone just didn't like hit you?
I'm pretty sure a stray bone hit me for some unknown reason.
Well, those bones like fly, dude. He's like that one guy from Naruto, which I can't remember right now because I've just finished playing other games that aren't Naruto related. And Ultimate Ninja Storm games are kind of You gotta reapply the buff for it. I want to learn how to do that insect bomb the guys do. That's one of the things of Insect Wave I actually don't know how to do correctly. Oh, I am backing off. I am greatly backing off. Screw you guys. I'm out of here. Maybe not. Get paralysis. Paralyzed. You get the joke. Not the joke, but idea. I gotta save you the top because of the impact damage because the Hunter Horns. I was very hopeful for him now. You got him? Nice.
I got him.
Ride this baby home. God damn it. Every time I expect him not to swoop, he swoops. Stop being a swooper. No one likes a whooper. And that Pokemon Punch should not go over your head because that is still in the generation you played. That might go over some newer audiences of Pokemon, but that shouldn't go over our heads. I gotta stop thinking I'm invulnerable when I'm actually doing a jumping strike, because I am very vulnerable. I learned this during Devil Joe, actually. Or not Devil Joe, Diablos. As soon as those arrows want to detonate, that'd be great. Get hardcore damage in here.
There, hit it. Hit it. Right there.
Oh, bomb.
Mine.
He hit himself. Did I lay down my bombs yet? Nope. Well. Time for a crappy song reference. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing but everything at once, or whatever it was? Fun fact: I never heard Basket Case. You know, Green Day's #1 song. Never heard it. Well, I can't be the only person who's like never heard of that song. Like I've heard it like once or twice, but like when I think Green Day, I think more like Boulevard, Broken Dreams, American Idiot. There's another song I generally think of, but I can't think of it right now. I can't be the only person. And if I am, I'm very shocked. Yep. Oh, time for me to get out of town. I'm behind a rock. What the hell's going on? He's like jittering around. Glitch. Oh, you got the elemental discharge on him? The Tales of Monkey Island is a game series I've yet to play. If I want to. All I need to do is find a DOS computer. Or just go on like goodoldgames.com or whatever. Like do they have the original or the remakes? Yeah, that's the problem. I want to get the originals. Sans the original Alone in the Dark. I want to play at least Alone in the Dark 3 at the very least. I'm treating this like the Wii U version. I'm trying to hit like L1 and R1 to swap between the buttons. No. I am somehow alive. Yeah, no, those bones scatter like goddamn nothing. That's what got me. If someone could mount him, that would be helpful to lay down some bombs.
Trying to get him. Come on.
Elder dragons aren't affected by shock traps. So. Bot. Yeah, I'm just laying down now. Screw it. He's staying still enough I can hit it. Nope, never mind. So yeah, fun little fact if you're the one who put that shock trap and pitfall trap, they're not affected. No,
I didn't. somebody else did.
Okay, so that other person didn't know that elder dragons aren't affected by that.
Well, he's limping. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing, but we got like maybe 3 minutes at best. Oh, that's such a long swing up time. Oh, I was way wrong. I thought we had at least 3 minutes. I got pizza in the kitchen. God, I'm becoming so fat. The thing is, like my freaking food right now has just been nothing but junk practically. I say as I work out pretty much every day. So I think
change my. I actually want to try that. What is this?
Like,
Arrow, bone shooter.
why can't we get? Because in earlier titles, it's definitely a limitation of like you wouldn't have enough memory or something. I definitely understand that, but come on, this is, come on, Capcom. Palcos are just like beginner tools, and meat shields. I say, and then someone's gonna do a counter of every time that the Palco saves my ass. I swear, I'm gonna make that actually an account, like where it's gonna be like, okay, what's like first time Palco saved my ass, fighting an engine ass. Second time, turning something else. So I was looking at something about the main campaign and what Capcom said. They said it could take, you can finish it within 40 to 50 hours.
40 to 50 hours.
Yep, that's what Capcom said.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but you and I both know, and most people who play Monster Hunter know that it's the online that's gonna like keep us coming back and then doing a ton of stuff. And I'm definitely gonna be active online. Funny thing is, a lot of people like never see me play online games, unless like you're on one of those odd streams that I do play an online game. But like I'm never really actively online what people see on streams and stuff, and I'm like, Monster Hunter is definitely gonna be that one game where I'm gonna be like super active, everyone's gonna see me, and then no one's gonna know me. Okay, first of all, please don't. Please don't. I want to get my defense boosts. I want to help my friends. My friends need heal. Oh, you went great sword. Ooh. Ow! My God! Piss off! I got the buff out. Oh, this guy does not want to. Try to put someone else. That's it. For God's sake. Why does Pokemon go in my head right now? I don't talk about Pokemon beforehand, but like I don't normally think about Pokemon all that much. My God. Remember what I said about the bone shattering thing? The bone shotgun, if you will.
Uh-huh.
It got me. He shotgun-iced me. Shotgun ice. Shotgun ice. Or ice shotgun. Either way, Mega Man joke. And then Spark.
I mounted him.
Oh, you mounted him? Nice. I was gonna say a Spark Mantle joke, but I forgot what the Spark Mantle power up was.
Yeah, that's not shotgun ice.
Well, no, the shotgun ice is Chill Penguin. I'm just saying, I forgot what the power up for Spark Mantle was. Wasn't it Spark Shot or something stupid like that? No, Spark Shot was Spark Man from Mega Man 5 or whatever he was in. Someone's gonna make me feel ridiculous. I don't know what this game Sparkman is from. It definitely wasn't 6, because 6 was the Capcom, like the fans made
There we go.
Mavericks. Nice. I call them Mavericks, that's different in the original Mega Man, they're Robot Masters. X was the one with the Mavericks, because X was just like, you've gone Maverick! Goddamn X was ruined.
Maverick. He was a Maverick hunter.
You've gone Maverick. Mega Man. Was that in the reboot, or was that more Mega Man X7 and 8?
That's Mega Man X5.
X5 is the one you said that in? Huh.
Well, I mean, in a cutscene. Not in a cutscene, but like in a dialogue box.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like voice actor wise. I think it was 7. It was like, God, I hope it was 7.
Burns the ground.
Oh, God, oh, yeah, fuck me. Freaking flame pioneer. Oh my God, did you get out of that unscathed?
Yeah.
From my camera angle, it looked like you shouldn't.
Nah, I pretty much rolled underneath him when he did it.
Okay. Well, you know what? This still technically is Mega Man related. Not remotely close, but friggin' burn to the ground or whatever the hell they say in Mighty Number 9. The Hula Heli. The one and only thing I remember from that game. Just because it's so dumb.
I did not get Mighty Number 9.
I did. For $15. And that was way too much. I would pay $1. Because I never finished it. And it wasn't fun. You know, I feel even that is way too generous. Oh god. I'm pretty sure like everyone who followed that guy probably straight up hates him at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Pretty much, but everybody's liking Capcom for bringing Mega Man 11.
I'm kind of excited for that actually. Like I hate the original Mega Man games because I suck at them, obviously. But I'm kind of excited for 11. I feel like 11 is gonna do what 10 did and have an easy mode. You know, the only way I can play 10. Sadly.
Oh, heck no, I don't think they will have an easy mode for you.
I can
You'll have to do it on your own.
Well, like
you'll have to do it on your own.
Okay, well, I was about to say, I can still play the original Mega Man games and get out to, like, Wily without a problem. It's just the Wily stages I always, like, need a little bit of assistance on. Minus Commander stage, or, yeah, Commander stage, because his stage was, oh crap. But yeah, honest to God, that's why I've never finished any of the NES Mega Man games, because I find them way too hard. And the only one I can finish is Mega Man 2, just because that was the one that's stupid easy. Minus that one stage boss, because that was a stupid boss that shouldn't exist ever. It also helps that I will say this flat out, I am probably between Red and myself. I'm probably the better Mega Man X player, while he's probably the better Mega Man original player.
We'll see about that.
Oh, well, remember that recording that we never posted, but I won within, like, a record time?
No, you won because I had to leave.
I had to leave and go to, like, a store twice.
I had to leave and stay left until about 5 o'clock. We started at about 12.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's out
So
for the test recording? You finished that game within an hour, I thought.
No, we did not.
Well, when the X collection comes to the PS4, I'll challenge you. Same thing, really. It's just games that you and I have on multiple consoles at this point. Like, for hell, I still have my original Mega Man copy on the SNES. Or on my SNES,
I still have my X collection on PS2.
Yeah, I can't tell which is better, having a collection or having like the original stuff, because I have my original stuff.
Well, collection has all the original stuff anyway, so.
True, but like, I mean, I have like my X1 copy sitting around somewhere. I have my X2 and 3 copy sitting around somewhere else. Like, I did have them for the SNES, or the Super SNES, or whatever. I don't know, I still think, in general, I'm the better Mega Man X original. I'm gonna hold nothing on 4. I haven't played 4 in a very long time. 3 and 2 I never beat. And pretty much same as the rest of the games, I just never beat them because I find them way too hard when they get to the Sigma stages. Well, it's the same as the original. Like, I could play the original Mega Man games, defeat all the Robot Masters, and then not beat Dr. Wily, because I could never make it up to Dr. Wily. Right. Like, the funny thing is, in Mega Man, how was it? Mega Man 3, I believe, I was playing for a bit of a let's see how far I could go without going insane, because I'm not playing Mega Man 1, because Mega Man 1 is bullcrap hard. Well, like, I would say more bullcrap than it is hard. Like, I actually do think Mega Man 1 is really good. It's just, screw the Yellow Devil. And the boss after the Yellow Devil, which I think is just straight up wild.
Well, you would have hated X5 because it brought back the Yellow Devil.
Oh, you know, I played X5. You know I played up to the Black Devil.
Yeah.
Crap.
Look at that.
I've played up to the Black Devil, and I know how to beat him. The fact is, I know how to beat every Batman game ever. It's just the problem is I have to sit down and practice it, and it's too much frustration for me as a player.
Come on. This guy just needs to die.
Yeah, trust me. Thank you for how I feel about most of this right now. Yeah, but I could beat Mega Man X or Mega Man 9 and 10 because those were like the ones that were kind of dumbed down for newer players. Felt easy enough. Mega Man 11, I'm assuming, is going to be an introduction to new players too, so it'll be a nice, even challenge. At least that's what I'm hoping for. That is not yet to be the case. But if I know Capcom and how they've been recently, I kind of hope that it's going to be a nice, even kind of like people that are new to the series or just bad at the series will enjoy it, while people who are people who are still new to the series won't find it too intimidating and won't get turned off by it. Kind of how they're doing Monster Hunter, where it's like players from the old Monster Hunter games still love it, but new players are not turned off by it entirely. Now, the problem is, the Capcom team for Monster Hunter is different than it is for Mega Man, so I might get shot in the foot for saying that.
Wait, what happened? How did we lose?
Fainted too much.
I thought it was because we lost for time.
Well, once again, this is like absolutely the hardest thing because we're using basic gear for this.
Actually, I want to try the what they're using actually.
I think one of them was using insect glaive and the other one was using a heavy bowgun.
I'll use steel assault.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes.
So yeah, for those who are fans of Mega Man, I love Mega Man. I've played pretty much all of them, just never beat any of them really. But no, I enjoy Mega Man. I'm just crap tackler at everything. Because what's the one boss in Mega Man X that caused like people to have like nightmares? Bio Spider or whatever it is in the Sigma stage.
Yeah, spider.
Yeah, that thing I find easy now. Like as a kid, I found that thing like the most challenging thing in the world. Like I could beat everything else in Sigma's castle, minus Sigma, but that thing always gave me nightmares as a kid, and now I find it easy. I know someone's gonna say like, "Oh, you're a pansy because you never finished any of the other Mega Man games." It's something called I like them, but I can't bring myself to beat them just because it would cause me physical pain to beat them. As in for the X series, I like the X series. They're fantastic, mostly.
Yeah, but they haven't finished the entire X series yet.
I'm not surprised because Beta kind of hinted towards another X game, I think. Or not Beta. What's the DS one?
What, ZX?
ZX.
No, Zero. Mega Man Zero. Could have shown off. Could have showed off the game.
Huh. Yeah, but no, like, once again, I like Mega Man. I'm just garbage at, like, platform shooting games. And, like, also, that's a genre I don't really feel like I want to get better in, honestly. Because there's, like, very few games that do that, honestly. I can't think of too many. Like, I guess Metal Slug to a degree, but that's more of an arcade game. I don't really classify that as a platform shooting kind of game. Actually, yeah, I think the only ones I've ever played were the Mega Man games that were platform shooting based kind of game. Oh my god. God damn it. And the fact that I could beat Mega Man 7, actually. That's one of the only other Mega Man games I could actually beat without, cheating. It didn't actually click. I'm lazy. Not really lazy, it's just my brain can't register patterns. And before someone says, like, that's an excuse, that actually is a legit thing for me. I can't register patterns as fast. Yeah, but to be fair, also, I'm also trying to be a cool because there are a ton of games I am a lot better than Red is, honestly, and even he can admit to that.
Ah, crap. Ding. No, it's good. Probably. Oh.
Do you want me to I'm gonna try to hit you then, I guess. Oh, no, you're good. Like, I think how the Donkey Kong the Donkey Kong 64 race is going, even though we haven't uploaded any thing of that because I lost the footage and other things happened. I think the way it was going, I think I was gonna win.
You were?
I was at the.
I think I got the slight advantage on you.
Yeah, but I thought you were still in like World 4 or something when I was in the Fungi Forest.
Yeah, because I was getting the extra stuff, so I didn't have to worry about that until later on.
Oh. Yeah. We actually have to like record that again, but we'll probably do it a little more properly just because I lost the footage in my laptop. It wasn't a file corrupt. Actually, it was somehow my computer went through an auto delete thing, like an auto backup, and I didn't prioritize the videos we did, and yeah, that's how I lost the footage. Which, this is why I'm trying so hard to get a desktop computer so I don't have to put up with this crap. Because, like, I swear to God, I don't know if it's all computers, but laptops do that so freaking much. And for those who don't know, that's what I have to work with, is a laptop. And it's not fun at all. Actually, the thing is, when it comes to editing, I think laptops are the absolute worst. Like, if you're gonna say, oh, you can just buy a USB mouse and stuff, that makes it worse, honestly. And when you're trying to do like a transition for a video, it is a goddamn nightmare. And of course, Red hasn't done any like professional style videos on his channel, so I don't think he's ever gone through suffering that through. Which is weird because Red was the one who basically taught me about editing. Look at me now, my internet dad. That's technically true, actually. You're technically my internet dad.
I guess so.
Oh, I find that hilarious. But yeah, no. My internet dad's probably proud of me. Probably not. Probably gonna be proud to less.
I mean, you've done well for yourself.
Yeah, I've done well, but like the problem is just like what kind of hell have I put myself through to get to the point where I'm at right now. And plus, if anything, I'm trying to get Red into Let's Playing himself because he's been talking about it for years now, and I was like, I did it with practically nothing starting out.
Moving around.
You know what? I seriously, actually, like, you've never played Cave Story, correct? I want you to do a blind Let's Play of Cave Story, and I would actually watch that because I know exactly everything, and it's like, oh god, this would be hilarious to watch. Okay, he stuns you, then the shotgun bone gets you. So how's that heavy bow gun? Or are you using a light bow gun? Can't tell.
Not the heavy bow gun.
Well, you're also using the first-person shooters and stuff, so that'll probably be more. I know it's a third-person camera, but what cool thing is it plays like a first-person shooter. So if we succeed or fail, I have to go get the captain for class, so I'll be AFK for that. God damn it. Okay, but there is definitely one game that you and I will both concede on that you and I both have pretty much equal skill on. I couldn't knock that. Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. We both have pretty even skills to that game, those games.
Yep. Pretty much.
And I feel like that would be an interesting race to watch, just because Shadow of the Colossus and other things and Ico, they're more puzzles than anything else. You gotta rely on your wit. Who knows, when Shadow Colossus comes out on PS4, I'll probably I already have the money down, and I know everyone's gonna. I know you're not getting it. It's just I got it just so I could have streams and competitions with it, just because it's the newer version of the game, and it'll be a lot easier to stream.
But not really that much to do it.
Yeah, but it's better than paying for another like collector's edition for the PS3, because I did the math. I would be paying more for PS3 collectors than I would be for PS4 version. And granted, I still have my PS2 copy, my PS3 copy. It's just for stream purposes. I wanted to buy the PS4 version, and I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not feeling anything great from it. Maybe like probably a better interface kind of thing, but that's maybe it. Yeah, I can't finally put my phone to freaking charge because the stupid video finally went live. So for those who are on stream, go to my YouTube channel. Go check out my thoughts on Persona 5. I burped up here and there with the thing because I do everything live. And I literally keep everything fresh in my head. But I thought I did a pretty good, like, review style kind of thing on it. And before anyone's gonna ask, I know someone's gonna watch that entire video. Yes, I like the Doctor character. I don't care what anyone else, anyone else is gonna be saying. I just really like the Doctor character. I guess I could also say I kind of like Yusuke. Yusuke is more of a bro than Ryuji is. And that's so weird because Ryuji was meant to be the bro character.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We're gonna die. We gonna die so hard. I wonder if Red's been using coding for his guns. Oh, we're gonna lose the mission regardless, so I'll ask him when he's back. When I'm back. The sad part is, I'm trying to actually remember her name, and I'm kind of playing. I'm gonna just remember as a doctor chick. I usually just remember them from their occupation, anyways. Screw that. I'm yawning.
You're welcome.
Ah, crap. Run away like a scared little panty. Run away like Demix. Well, Demix, you failed me. You piece of crap. And it's not about Demix. Oh god, I hate his refight. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So I know Red's played the refights for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I have.
Who was your nightmare? I actually want to hear this legit. Who was your legit nightmare in the game, refight wise?
Oh no, actually.
I'll probably say Zigbar, because Zigbar is just like crap with refights. You have 2.5, right?
Yeah, I do.
Have you not like gone to Radiant Garden into the little optional dungeon that gets you to the refights area, like the recoded fights?
Oh, that one. Marluxia, just because he was a pain in chain of memory.
Oh, really? I found the Marluxia fight actually easier than the chain of memory fight. Like, he was one of the first ones I took down because I liked Marluxia. God damn it.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna get my... Disband?
What? Okay,
Disband.
fine, continue.
Well, like, I'm just gonna go get up fast and get my counter medicine. Like, we're still planning to kill this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so Demix, and I have to think about who the second one was because, like, 2 characters gave me hell.
That one.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, jeez. Ugh. I can't be the only person who's honestly just. I get way too many like series of games stuck in my head music-wise. I feel like the most common series I get like in my brain is Persona. I guess it's just like it's kind of those catchy songs, which I really don't think people like as much as I do, because how many people here have honestly played Persona 4 and had Heaven stuck in their head for days? I'll tell you guys this much right now, it's not red. And not the crappy DDR version of Heaven. That version is crap. Sorry for people who like it. I do not like that version of Heaven. Actually, the entirety of Persona 4 soundtrack when it comes to Persona 4 Dance All Night or whatever that one was. I feel like a lot of the music was just garbage. Minus like the one really good one, which was it's not Shadow World, because Shadow World is the intro for Persona 4 Golden. What's the PS? Yeah, what's the vanilla Shadow World thing called when you enter the TV?
I can't remember the name of it.
I'm assuming to enter the TV or like the hub.
Probably the hub.
Yeah, because that area in Persona 4, the Dance Dance Revolution version of that one, it's awesome. I actually really like that one. But Heaven, oh, it was garbage. Like a Dream, garbage. We'll Make History, that was alright, if I remember that correctly. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably also just me, that like I don't like a majority of the remake songs that they do for like DDR or anything like that. It's just like I find them really dumb. And it's like City Escape from Sonic Generations. And for anyone who's gonna ask, yes, it's grown on me. It's still not my favorite version of that. Modern Sonic, not like 2D Sonic. It's so weird because I've actually wanted to challenge Red at one point to Sonic Generation. I was like, would that be interesting though? Because like I got nothing to talk about. I'd be too focused on trying to get like S ranks. Is that okay? I was about to say, is that aspect still active on the PlayStation?
Yeah, it is.
Huh, okay.
Yep. In August, still had that.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you see? Like, I definitely did a lot of time trial stuff. Were my time trials any better than yours? Because I remember I thought I did one that was better than yours. Like the actual time, like the leaderboard thing. Time trials. Yeah.
I don't really know. I can't remember.
I did so many of those things. I was like one of those people who got ridiculously good at it just to say like, yeah, I did this. And you know, my love of Sonic has no bounds really at this point. And that's totally why I'm playing my forces, and God help me on that one. It's pretty much gonna be like Volkmire Inferno from Battletoads for me. And for those who don't know, I never posted this, but I have a recording of this. I basically did all of Battletoads with no warps and Volkmire Inferno. At the Volkmire Inferno. That is a piece of crap. Anything else about Battletoads, I'm fine with. Honest to God, that I'm being dead serious. I am fine with everything about Battletoads. I am just not fine with the freaking like turbo tunnel levels. And Red has never played the original Battletoads, I believe.
Yes, I have the original card.
Oh, okay. Then card me impressed because I had to play via emulator. But I kid you not, I tried to make it legit as possible, so I didn't use save states, I didn't use practically anything, actually. And for those who are going to think I'm fibbing, I actually did Clinkerwinger in one go. And the funny thing is, I don't find Clinkerwinger that hard. Now, Rat Race, that's the one I find hard. You know, the stage prior.
We're actually doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, well, like, I'm starting to be a little more invasive. I'm trying to actually pay attention a lot more now, I know. And honest to God, I hope I'm not the only Sonic fan that wants this. I want a Generations 2 and just make every boss better.
I want them to include some bosses from the Bate.Capcom.
Aren't those just like Eggman robots?
No. There are multiple ones.
Like granted, I only know like the Saturday morning cartoon and stuff, so like my knowledge is very limited from the original.
We're talking about the Archie comic.
Never read.
Yeah, they have a lot of good villains, like, instead of Eggman.
Okay, because I was saying, like, isn't that the one also that had, like, Eggman's assistant, like, basically be a better villain than Eggman was?
No, not really.
Like, wasn't there an entire episode of the morning show about that?
Yeah, but he failed, remember?
As I said, very limited, and when I did watch it was, like, last year on Netflix. So, my knowledge is very limited.
Yeah, he pretty much failed. He didn't really get that far because they had already tricked him into doing stuff.
Oh. Wait, no, wasn't that, like, his son that he built or whatever?
No, it's his nephew.
No. Dear God, I'm just thinking about half this stuff. I really gotta... The funny thing is, I've still yet to actually sit down and watch that entire series as proper because I always jumped a couple episodes by accident.
But actually, did you know that Dr. Eggman is not Dr. Eggman at all?
Gerald J. Robotnik, yeah.
No, he's a robotic version of Dr. Robotnik.
Oh. Now, is that like...
The original Dr. Robotnik.
Oh God. Is that modern Sonic or is that more of like an Archie thing?
Archie classic Sonic.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying, like, I think they discussed that in Sonic Adventure 2, but I do not remember.
No, they never discussed it at all.
Well, they did say, like, Gerald was his, grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh, got the mount on him. Which still makes no sense because if you're looking at it as like a legit thing, how did they bridge the gap between dimensions? Because the Sonic universe and our universe are in separate things, and they based off Sonic X.
No, they the Archie comics, it was all one thing.
Oh, really? So Angel Island and everything else was like as one giant world.
Yep.
That's very interesting, but I feel like that's also very bad, like, foresight for that.
No, it's because they didn't know about the world outside of Mobius.
Oh.
So they went,
God damn it.
So they went exploring and found new lands.
Yeah, but I thought in the Sonic X thing that they basically were teleported because of Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
Well, that also begs, like, assuming that's all one continent, then how does that make sense?
It's not all one continent. It's
no,
like
I meant like Mobilis. Mobilis being one giant continent kind of thing.
Yeah.
So where does Angel Island fall behind all of that? Because Angel Island, if you look at the Adventure series and look at the original series, it's very scattered. Because in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you go to Angel Island, and that's kind of where the game is. And then in Sonic Adventure, Angel Island is in like the South Pacific or whatever.
Yeah, but it's close to Station Square.
True. But like, wouldn't you be able to see like landmass from Angel Island at that point then? So Knuckles never got curious?
No, he doesn't care about anything. He just cares about the Master Emerald.
Well, true, but like, you say that, but Sonic Adventure 1, Knuckles does not seem to give a crap about anything, even the Master Emerald.
No, he does. It's just that he's got the Chaotic looking after it.
In Adventure 1?
No, not in Adventure. Adventure 1, he cares about it because he wants to save Angel Island.
Yeah. Which, once again, I find very convoluted because Angel Island in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is extremely large. And then the Angel Island in Adventure games is like that of the size of like the legit island. So once again, like I know you're gonna have some witty comeback to all this, but I'm saying like it just seems a little silly.
But I really want Mammoth Mole to be the next zone of the time.
Oh my god, that only reminds me of Blizzard Buffalo for some reason. I'm like, no, I don't want the Nightmares of X2 again, please. No, not X2,
no,
X3.
No, Mammoth Mogul can actually destroy dimensions because he's made with pure chaos.
That sounds ridiculous, but kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, he's gone up against. He's the most threatening thing in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Huh.
Nobody else compares.
Well, this kind of is dumb for me to ask just because I'm more of an Adventure fanboy. Not really. No, I don't like Adventure that much. But what about Chaos? Did he thrive on pure Chaos energy or whatever?
Yeah, but no, he's more powerful.
Okay, I find that very good. I find that very accurate. Saying Chaos was also just a body of water, effectively.
Basically, if Mammoth Mogul gets all 7 Chaos Emeralds, he becomes a complete god and can destroy all dimensions as much as he wants.
Son of a bitch.
Which he has. Which he has done.
That was interesting. Because, like, once again, I'm more of a Sonic, like, from Sonic Adventure onwards. I'm not my Sonic... Okay, basically, whatever Sonic thing I ever bring up is going to be exclusively from the games, because I've only played Sonic 1, 2... granted, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. The Chaotic game, which I have very limited experience with. I think that's really it, because I don't think of any other games, minus, like, the spin-off games, like Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Spinball. Basically, the gem collections and the collection games. I like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good collections.
I still have yet to finish Labyrinth, though. Labyrinth, that is garbage. That is hot garbage, in my opinion. 3D Blast, I've got to the final zone, just never finished it, sadly. Which is weird, because how many people actually just straight up hate 3D Blast? Like, for the time, it was pretty fun. And even now, I got fun with it. But when it comes to the adventure series, I've seen the anime, I've read the manga, comics of it, I've played the adventure games to hell and back. And, like, I can do, like, a suspense of disbelief just because I like Sonic. But my likeness of Sonic is always going to be, like, more how does everything tie together? Like, how the hell does, oh my god, I'm not an American citizen, but, the Twin Arches or whatever from San Francisco tie into bloody, like, Pumpkin Hills. Pumpkin Hill? Pumpkin Hill. And I also think I got the bridge wrong. I think I also got the station wrong. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean, though. You've played Adventure 2 enough. The Highway Madness stage for Shadow.
Yeah.
One confirm because you're not a big adventure fan.
I am an adventure fan.
Well, you, like, what I mean is, like, I have more experience in the adventure series, I'm assuming you have more experience in the original.
No, I have experience in both.
Oh, okay then. Then I am the scrub.
No, but, actually, Station Square is more like, New York City, and it has to be, that bridge is actually the,
I thought it was called the Golden Arches, but like, no, Golden Arches, that's McDonald's, I'm dumb. I thought it was the Twin Arches or whatever.
No, it has to be, it's called, the Washington Bridge, I think?
I think that's right. I've been to New York once, and I don't have a whole lot to show for it. Minus a water dog that I think my sister got rid of. It was a water.
George Washington Bridge.
Okay. Yeah, for those who don't know, and I tell a story all the time just because I have a lot of fond memories of telling the story. For my grade 8 graduation trip, I went to New York, and it was actually kind of fun for me because I got to stay with a couple friends of mine. I actually got to meet people, and I actually had a lot of fun. But I bought this like super large. It was from like the biggest toy store in New York or whatever because we went there. And I bought like this huge water dog for my sister, which was a plushie of a water dog. And we don't have it anymore, I think. And of course, you know, your parents give you X amount of money so you could like not go crazy and spend every dollar of it. Yeah, the money my parents gave me, majority of that went to that plushie. And I had to leech off my teacher and other people for food. So yeah, fun story about me when I was a dumb 14-year-old, basically. And how I was crushed beneath a woman's heel because I told a girl I liked her and I got friend-zoned. So yeah, that wasn't a very pleasant experience, but overall I had fun. I went to a Yankees game and God, the Red Sox suck. I'm sorry, I'm not a big like baseball. I like baseball. I would actually probably watch that over like football or whatever else that you have you. But I am sorry for people who are in New York, especially like now what I've been hearing. The Red Sox apparently really suck. Or no, Red Sox aren't New York. Is it Yankees? Oh God, I don't remember. It's been way too long.
Yankees.
Yeah. Apparently the Yankees suck. And I'm just like, oh, I feel bad for people in New York. I don't know why I thought Red Sox. No, that's the opponent team they were playing against. That's why.
Boston Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox. Thank you. But no, Red Sox were okay, I thought. But I think the game that they were doing was like, I think what, 4 runs to 1 or something. It was something crazy like that. It was a good game. And now everyone's gonna know that I'm a white nerd who doesn't know sports because I don't care. The fun thing is, I don't remember if it was one of my better friends I had during grade school, but I think someone actually bought me a Yankees hat, and I probably still have it kicking around somewhere. I wore that to my first day of high school, actually, and, you know, was promptly laughed at. Well, the problem is, like, the school I went to was a public school, and, like, everyone there was, like, a super big fan of sports. And, you know, I was wearing something to, like, you know, show, hey, like, I kind of just want to wear stuff because I wear stuff. I wore that, and I believe, Maple Leaf, not jersey, like a sweatshirt. I wore that to class, and everyone just started to laugh and talk to me. But it wasn't laugh and talk to me as in like, oh, they're being nice. It's more like laugh and talk to me because they're mocking me. Oh, I just walked right into that. Yeah, remember how we had that great run? We're not gonna have that ever again. Oh, like, I'm not gonna lie, I hope we do. It's just, I'm not holding my breath. Oh yeah, that's the one thing about this mission. Oh, right. This mission has a kicker. I think, what else? Oh, we went to, I can't remember the restaurant we actually went to, which was a bar, and I loved it. God, was it Club Rock or whatever? I cannot remember the place for the life of me, but it was something like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that was the first time I legit had a cheeseburger, and it was pretty alright. Because for those who don't know me, I don't really have cheeseburgers and stuff. Like, around the town I live, obviously, because I'm Canadian. But I just generally don't like the taste of the beef and pork and all that crap. I usually stick to like chicken burgers and stuff. But no, how they did it was pretty alright. That was also, I think, the first time I ever had spicy mayonnaise, and oh man, back then I hated it. Now I actually kind of like spicy mayonnaise enough. I also don't know why that person is using dual blades. This is probably like the worst. As I said, like, I'm going off by my personal opinions, and granted, you're talking to someone who like mains dual blades. I think dual blades are like the worst thing to do here. No,
I main long sword. I told you before.
No, I'm talking about myself that time. Like, you definitely know I main dual blades, and I'm pretty damn good at it. I'm taking that no response, as in I am pretty bad with them, you just don't have the balls to tell me.
What are you talking about? I said...
Oh, I couldn't hear you, like, cut out. But yeah, no, it was weird. Dual blades are not good for this area. Well, not area, just for this monster in particular. Yeah, that's also where I picked up my first copy of Final Fantasy X, actually. It was in New York. And that's also why I hold New York fairly special to my heart, even though I don't remember what mall I went to. It was like some underground mall that was like partially underground. It was near a dock or something. I like that. Actually, no. I don't think it wasn't there. It was oh my god. What's the area they freeze over in winter so people could ice skate? And it's like a mall downstairs. Yeah, you're also not like native, not native from like New York or something, so I'm not surprised.
No, but I have cousins.
Oh, okay, well, that's probably why you have a lot more knowledge than I do. Oh, mount off.
And plus I played Metal Gear Solid because it takes place in the
I played Solid too. Like I haven't played all of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I've definitely played like 3 and 2. And but again, I also kind of just whipped through that story mode because I got really upset because of Vampire. Him and someone else I got pissed off at. Him and Fatboy, I think. Batman, whatever the hell they called him. So pretty much like the first boss and the pretty much the final boss actually, in the sense of like their command unit or whatever.
They're not the final boss.
No,
Boss
no.
is solid.
I know. I'm just saying, like from their little story arc kind of thing, it sounds like they were the final guys. At least that's what I remember. I remember them telling like how Fatboy was like he was supposed to be like the one and only guy who was like a detonator or whatever, and Vampire was just straight up creep.
Yeah, bisexual.
I would not remember that because I'm gonna play the game once.
Important sometimes.
Yeah, I still know the lore regardless. Doesn't change anything. Also, oh god, I can't believe I'm asking you this. How do you feel about the Metal Gear Solid Survivor thing? I'm gonna buy it. I'm being 100% legit on this. I'm gonna buy it.
I don't really know. Honestly, I'm actually tapped out as far as Metal Gear goes.
Oh, I don't blame you. I also blame myself entirely because the only reason I'm buying it is because I want to know how bad it's going to get. Because they flat out said, you're in different dimensions. I'm like, oh, that is just so bad. But, you know, morbid curiosity is going to get the better hand of me, and I'm going to play the entire game probably right through. Assuming they're not going to cop out and make it a mobile kind of thing where it doesn't have an ending. Knowing Konami, I'm not surprised that they would do that. Oh, I'm not gonna let's play that because I'm gonna just get so pissed off the game, really. But I'm not gonna look at it as a Metal Gear game. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm definitely not gonna look at it as a Metal Gear Solid game. Because Metal Gear Solid, like even for someone like me who only has like very limited experience of 3 and 2, and a bit of Peace Walker, which I never finished. I don't want to finish, honestly. I can still say like the stealth aspect is the only aspect you ever play a Metal Gear for. And if you're playing for an action aspect, you're a freaking idiot. If you play for a story aspect, you're kinda on the right track, because there is some, like, legit good story in Metal Gear Solid. It's just Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 3. 3 felt like one of the most completed story games. Metal Gear Solid 2 was alright in story. I didn't really like it too much. And then... oh god, what was the other game that I actually happened to own of Metal Gear and I just bought because it was on sale? Whatever Raiden turned into like an android kind of thing.
What, Revengeance?
Revengeance, thank you. I bought that. I actually liked it just because it was an action game. You know, it knew full goddamn well it was an action game. I was like, you know what, screw it. The game's having fun.
There is stealth in it as well.
Well, it's only like a reference to like him being Jack the Ripper, really. All I can remember at the very least.
No, there are hostages that you need to save in the game.
Oh, you were supposed to save them?
Yep.
Well, considering my response, you can tell what I did.
Leave their clothes off.
I took that katana and rammed it right through them.
Oh, well then their clothes pop up. You can't really notice them, actually.
It was like, save the hostages. I'm like, nope, not doing that. Or Android, and like, they're all corrupted by the U.S. and he realized that he just enjoys killing people at this point. I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'm down for killing people.
No, they're not corrupted by the U.S. They're pretty much like war pimps.
No, like, you know what I mean, though, when you're, like, in the U.S. soil or whatever.
Yeah,
and he says, like, the military had their own choice, but they didn't have their own choice or something stupid. Or was that the Mexican soil? It was some kind of soil, I can't remember. Yeah, and then, like, he said every terrorist was given an option, but it's like, you know, not every terrorist was given an option, blah, blah, blah. He goes through, basically a schizophrenic attack, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God, this is such cool things.
Oh, that, he does that on the U.S. soil, sorry.
Okay.
I'm confused by what you meant.
Yeah. Because I'm about to say, like, I also did not give a flying damn about that game. I just... That was pretty much like right after playing Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time, which I found to be like one of the best Metal Gear Solid games ever, so I was like, screw it.
Oh yeah, you guys never played Metal Gear Solid 4. Right.
I own it. I haven't put it on my PlayStation 3 just because I think it's first.
Why? I think it's first.
It has a bad history of trying to get into my hands. Basically what happened was I got it off a friend who basically said like, something happened and something, and I'm like, okay, cool, I don't want to play it. I just want to own it. And basically I went to EB Games the same day to pick up something else, and they were like, oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, and like, not cursed to say, just more like, just, I know it's a bad game. I know it's a movie.
It's not a bad game, actually. I mean, yeah, it's a movie, but still, it's not a bad game at all.
Well, like, doesn't the first cutscene take like 3.5 hours or something stupid if you don't skip it?
It's about like 5, 7 minutes.
Oh, well then maybe I should play it. Damn, because what people have told me, it sounds like it takes like an hour to get to the first little bit of gameplay.
No, it does not. I don't know who told you that.
YouTube, and a lot of people who didn't like it. I don't know, like, is it worth playing?
I thought it was. I had some fun with it.
I'd see if I gave it back to my friend or something. I know he didn't want it, period, but I think I got to the point where, like, I have way too many PS3 games. You mind holding on for this for a bit longer? Because that was roughly around the same time I got, what was it, Mugen Souls, which, har, I'm a perv, everyone knows. I don't know, it was that and a couple other games I bought around the same time. Hyper Dementia was also another game series I was playing around the same time. Also, what is up with NIS America stuff being completely perverted?
I don't know. Okay, I'm quitting this one.
Well, do you want to take on some of the subspecies?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I got 2 hours of this stream. That's fine.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's entirely doable to kill this thing. It's just, it takes a lot of freaking practice and patience. I did this when I was half asleep, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually do have a copy of something that I'm not thinking of. I think I have a copy of a... Oh, I do have a copy of a CDI game. Oh god, I don't know why I have this.
What, do you have Zelda's Adventure, or...?
No, it's a different CDI game. It's one of the ones that's the most popular outside of the Zelda games.
What, Hotel Mario?
Yep.
You know what they say. All toasters toast toast.
Oh god, that's totally from that game too. I thought that was from the cartoon.
Nope.
Well, could you blame me? It's in the same art style, isn't it? Like, roughly the same art style?
Nope.
Really? The cartoon? Mario 3's cartoon looked like the same art style to me.
Not really.
I say that, but that's also the Legend of Zelda cartoons seem like the same art style from... Okay, at least in the Zelda case, it looks significantly different. God, I still have Rune Factory to play through. I'm looking at all my PS3 games that I have on my unfinished file. Or unfinished pile. There's only like 2 games, Rune Factory being one of them. Oh, right, I have the Recorded War series to play through. Shit, right, that's a game series I was supposed to finish a long time ago. Which, for those who don't know, I'm also a big fan of that series. Granted, in some of the games, the writing's atrocious. But if they change the tactic RPG style that they did for the game, and they changed it more into an action RPG style, I think I could actually beat those games. You've never played the Recorded War of Artemis games, have you?
Nope.
I feel like you would like it, but you would also completely hate me for saying that. How to break this down? It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, but you're working on like a Mega Man. It's not Maverick Hunter. What's the GBA ones? The RPG ones?
What, Battle Network?
Battle Network. It's in the Battle Network style, but it's a turn-based RPG game that plays like tactics. It's interesting. I liked it. I liked all 2 games of it. And before anyone's gonna say, what, all 2 games? There's 3 games. Nope, 0 does not count for me because 0 is literally unplayable. And someone's gonna say,
unplayable.
The other 2 games basically have you moving along and like not feeling like you're completely underpowered, while making you feel like you're underpowered. 0 gets rid of all that. You feel like you're completely underpowered. Everything could basically one-shot you. And I never got past the first generation. I've played the other 2 games up to the final generation and just never finished the final generation.
Wait, I'm confused. Which one is this?
The Recorded War of Artemis.
Oh.
Artemis, or whatever it is. You know, the series I was gushing about a long time ago when you and I were like kind of on and off talking.
Yeah.
I still love those games. Like, they're really goddamn hard. I don't deny that. But they're also one of those games that I played for the story so much. It felt like, how do I put this? Romancing Saga without the, hey, if your one character dies, you get to pick someone else, basically. I hate that part of Romancing Saga, and I will never finish that game because of it. It's a piece of crap. But no, in each generation, there's 3 candidates, and they're all introduced in very various ways. Like, who was my favorite candidate from Generation 1? It was Fiera. It's some kind of weird elvish name kind of thing. And she starts off as someone who hates the like general public. You know why? Her entire hometown was burnt to the ground. Her family, friends, everyone else dead, basically, minus her brother. And, I don't know, after, like, a few battles and other things, she lightens up to you. You get a little cutscene about how she likes dolls and how she wasn't always, like, a dual-wielding maniac, effectively. And then later on, you get a camp scene where, you know, if you choose to hang out with her, she kind of just straight up tells you, like, I'm a disturbed person. I don't know how to affront this war, and I never wanted part of this war, period. And she says that she wanted to go become a doll maker, effectively. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sorry sap when it comes to like romantic stories that start off tragically and end kinda happily. I said kinda, it doesn't really end there, because you got the 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation. And then, I don't remember too much about the 2nd generation, because I thought that was the piece of crap generation, effectively. But in the 3rd generation, you basically get picked between a high elf, a dark elf, and a pirate. All three of them are amazing characters, design and like character development as a whole, which I don't really think is character development, more like character telling each other certain things. Yeah, and for those who don't know, that's, if you guys ever see me posting anything about a dark elf, it's mostly her picture I have on my phone actually. She was one of my favorites, but I can't deny that Nora, the pirate or slash thief character in that generation, she's a total badass. Because, like, she's not, like, all nitty gritty. She's not like, oh, I'm gonna punch you because I feel like it. It's like, well, she has reasons. If she punches you, it's because you're being stupid. Like, you're putting the entire team at risk. So she's definitely more of a leader kind of person. And, yeah, I just really like those games. Doesn't mean they won't kick you in the balls a couple times. Because I've definitely been, gameplay-wise, just been kicked around so much in that series. But no, they've got 1-2 good tiers out of me once in a while. Granted, I've also played those games for like both games I played for at least maybe 300 plus hours each. And then the new game plus mode, the homunculi you could get for when you want to get older generation characters in, which is very useful if you have a super powerful team and you just want to fine tune your team a bit here and there. It doesn't seem like your kind of game now that I talk about this, because it seems like this would just cause you hell. Well, it's up to you. Give me your thoughts. Yeah, I'm not great with reviews. That's a common trait that I've definitely come to realize. And that's why I basically do my thoughts on YouTube, just because they're more review-styled videos, but they're also just something I can shove out effectively fairly fast. You know, I don't want to fight this thing. Screw it. And that's actually one of the games that if they made a little bit of, if you could give like the developer DLC money and like it makes the game like basically easy mode effectively, which I've played on, and the only way I could ever get to Generation 4 without New Game Plus mode. Yeah, I don't know. I would want some DLC in those games, oddly enough, and not like stupid DLC. It's like, oh, cosmetic, and you gotta see your favorite characters run around in a bathing suit. I'm like, no, I want like a weapon DLC or maybe easy mode DLC. Because for those who don't know, I've only played Tactics Advance for the Final Fantasy Saga, and I am garbage. And plus, it feels like tactic games I've always had a super hard time playing with. Because I can see a Let's Play, and then if it's like a tactic game where it's like, okay, you could just watch a Let's Play and it'll basically help you beat the entire game. I did that, but every time I've got to certain events that people say you have like a 1% chance of having this happen to you, I've always had the 1% chance, and no one has video footage of it. So I'm like, okay, well great, I'm just gonna sit here and die for 4.5 minutes until I get the setup I need. And oddly enough, it never happens before I get to my breaking point, and I just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm definitely one of those people who, if you give me Fire Emblem, I definitely know how Fire Emblem works. You give me Fire Emblem, and it's like, oh, it's a 1% chance to crit. I would get that 100%. I would make that 1% and add 2 zeros to it. And then I would lose the match because of that.
So if I said, can you play Fire Emblem's Warriors?
Well, that's different. That's like Hyrule Warriors, and you know how much I love Hyrule Warriors.
Actually, it is like Hyrule Warriors, but it also has elements of Fire Emblem in it.
Oh well, I'm not surprised. I'm just saying that, like, you know, it's more action based than it is like TRS. TRS?
Actually,
No.
no, you can make them go to places.
Well, yeah, but like that's still like a manageable thing. Like you could still understand fairly easy what you have to do. But I mean, like just hardcore, like not hardcore. Actually, yeah, I do mean that. A hardcore like a strategy RPG where you know you have to play it practically perfectly. That I can't do.
Yeah. Fire Emblem Warriors does have again with the disadvantage of sword of your weapon against other characters with the weapon.
Oh yeah, like that's
Well,
fine. That's just a that's like an elemental triangle. That's fine. I have no problem with that. So like swords would do better against like I would say shields. Like I'm not. That's not the thing, but you know what I mean.
Swords are better against axes. Axes are better against spears. Spears are better against swords.
Yeah, see, that's no problem. I could understand that. That's like understanding the elemental chain in Final Fantasy X for me. Like, that's easy peasy. But it's one thing to understand it and another thing to play it. So I will understand it, I'll play it fine, and then it's like the traditional Fire Emblem where it's like, okay, time for a turn-based RPG game, and it's like, okay, this is gonna be fun and fine. You know, 4.5 hours later, I'm still on mission 1. Which, believe it or not, actually did happen to me when I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. There was legit one time when I was playing it, I was roughly around, I think, the halfway of it? I was in the halfway of it, and it took me 4.5 hours to beat one of the missions. And why is that? Because my main character, who you're not supposed to let die, kept dying. I put him in the back row. I put him in the middle row. I put him in spots that the AI shouldn't be able to comprehend. He still dies. So once again, like, easy to understand, easy to pick up. Problem is, my shitty luck. And that's why I stick with more Final Fantasy and just generic RPGs, because at least then if I have crappy luck, it's only on like enemy pickups or enemy drops. I don't have a lot to worry about. Castlevania, the Metroidvania games, same thing. Did I tell you about that 22-hour grind for 2 Chrysogrims? With like pretty much maxed out luck. And for those who don't know, Chrysogrims are from Symphony of the Night. I don't think they're from any, or I don't think they're in any other of the Castlevania games that I can think of. Yeah, I seriously did that. I did that for 22 hours to get 2 Chrysogrims. And I kid you not, after the 19th hour, the first Chrysogrim dropped. 2 hours later, the other one dropped. So, you got any bad stories of luck you want to tell, or are you just gonna revel in the fact that I have shitty luck?
No, I had bad luck.
That's why, sorry, what?
No, I played the game.
That's why for people who were here for my early PS4 days when I bought, what was that RPG that was like Demon Souls levels of hard and it was actually a good like fantasy element? Doctor something? Doctor of Nocturne or something? It was how do I explain this? It's dumb. It was one of the earlier PS4 titles that you get on the PSN, effectively. And you know, people said like, oh, if you like RPGs and tactic games, you'll love this game. I bought it for $40 to $50. I don't remember what the actual price was. I got up to chapter 7, which, you know, basically every main mission was a chapter. I died a couple times. I wasn't really upset, but there was one time in chapter 7, I was to defend a single point. I did it flawlessly. The game treated me as I messed up. I tried it at least 11 more times without getting upset, mind you. 11 more times, and then I start getting upset. Around the 20th time, I just straight up gave up. I just can't look at the game anymore, and I got rid of it, and it's not on my system. So yeah, for anyone who's going to say, well, just be patient with them, I have been patient. God damn it. And that's also the game that almost made me want to punch myself in the face really, really hard. And for those of you who haven't been on my streams before, I do punch myself in the face very jokingly. It's never hard, but that was one of the games that I straight up wanted to like take my fist and ram it through my teeth. So, moving away from that subject. Actually, we still stay on that subject. It doesn't really bug me at all. Yeah, you ever have anything like that happen to you, Red?
No, but I can't remember.
I'm more or less surprised that you've actually played a game for 20 plus times and you did get that up for it. And then people are gonna say like, "Oh, you play Paper Mario and other stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, that's still made by Intelligent Games or whatever, but that's a lot easier than Fire Emblem." That is Intelligent Games, right? I think so. Oh, by the way, I've been in tweet about this one, but I actually did play Color Splash. I liked Color Splash.
That's good.
Which is weird because, you know, people usually say, like, after Stick and Star, the Paper Mario games really sucked. I'm like, really? Color Splash was alright. The only reason I never played Stick and Star is just because I hate portable systems. And, you know, the only reason I don't have Persona Q is because I hate portable systems. I say as I have my 3DS in the back of my room and my PlayStation Vita next to my 3DS. Like, I don't know. I bought them because there were some legit games I wanted to play on them. But, you know, after playing those games, I just was like, no, there's really nothing else in this series that would keep me coming back to the Vita and 3DS. Cause I know people said, like, Majora's Mask 3D, and I was like, I kid you not, I know it's a great game. I've seen people speedrun it. I've seen people let's play it. I know it's a fantastic game. The problem is, I would really want that to come to consoles. Just because I don't want to, like... Because the only time I could really play a portable system is when I'm, like, at a cottage somewhere, and my family, we don't own a cottage. So, like, yeah, that's just kind of, like, out of luck right there for me. And that's why, like, when people ask me, like, oh, if I was going to go on a long car trip, I'm like, I don't really go on long car trips. Like, the longest car trip I've ever been on, and I kid you not, like, minus the one to New York, was maybe 5 hours. And my family is entertained enough that I don't really need a PlayStation or a DS in my hand to keep me occupied. I did play my 3DS a lot when I was on like vacation with my family and stuff, but that's just like, ugh. And I know Red, you haven't heard this talk for a while because like I haven't really bring it up around you. But yeah, I know I still am trying to get a cottage. I know the freaking stock market and whatnot's crashing, so it's gonna be like extremely hard to get a good price range now. But I'm literally just looking for like a piece of crap of a cottage that no one wants, and I'll just like do a fix up kind of job on it. Because like all I really want is just a summer house and a winter house. So like for both seasons when my parents are gone or if they're going to for a long time, because every cottage I've ever been to, because we had to rent obviously, it felt very homey to me. It felt very like not so much spacious, but it felt like okay, this is like a lifestyle I could get used to fairly easily. And granted, like me and my dad are big like tech guys, so we could find like an HD TV to like pop in for like a DVD or something. But yeah, no, we had a TV the one cottage we rented, which was a flat screen, so it's pretty freaking awesome. But like I remember, like we never really used the TV because we were playing cards. I was swimming most of the time, that or in the hot tub. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that would be just kind of more of a life that I could get used to, like up in the country area. And of course, Red's going to be a smart aleck, which I'm expecting at this point, and I'm just going to hear his words of wisdom.
About
how bad it would be to live in a countryside.
not really all that bad. My cousins live in the countryside of New York.
Ah, great. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And for those who don't know, that's also why I take so kindly to games like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley. Because it's the life that I wish I had. And I'm probably going to eventually obtain. Depending if I could find someone that would want to share that burden for me. Probably not. So yeah, apparently like real estate and stock is going extremely down apparently. And if we're talking politics and everything else, which I know very little of, but I do know why it's going down, it's because good old America. Congratulations. At least it's one of the biggest reasons why everything's going to crap. Because, like, you can definitely admit, like, as an American, that Americans just start a shit ton of crap with other countries and stuff. And even among your own people. Did I pop a cold sore on my lip? Because that hurt. Oh my god. Not bleeding or anything, it's just really hurting. Yeah, and it also doesn't help that basically America right now is basically closing themselves off from the entire world because who's in power? So the citizens aren't. The funny thing is, like, I know you guys were between a rock and a hard place and a rock and an even harder place. But, oh god, you guys were destined for despair and destruction. And Red chooses to say nothing about it, probably because he has family members that think way too highly about certain someone.
What are you talking about? No, not really.
Oh, well then why didn't you just throw your 2 cents in once in a while?
Because you're kind of making sense. So why should I throw my 2 cents?
Well, no, what I mean is, like, you know, you could just agree or disagree on certain things, or you can just completely agree.
About
Basically asking for destruction within its own self.
but we usually don't.
We're not so open about it, effectively. Well, I think that's more of a personal thing. Like, I definitely know Americans that I talk to on a daily basis that say, like, all the shit that I say, practically. And this sounds extremely dumb, but Persona 5 kind of predicted this in a very odd and disturbing way. Just take Japan and replace it with America, you kind of get what the current circumstances is with America. I really feel like the Persona 5 was meant to basically be like Americanized instead of like Japaneseized, basically. That's how I felt about it, at least, because it felt like it was a lot more of an American issue than it is a Japanese issue for a lot of the sins. And, like, let's not mince words. The people who work at Atlas are goddamn brilliant. Like, they're pretty much, like, on par with, like, The Simpsons, effectively, because, granted, I have not watched Simpsons, like, at all. I only seen the movie and, like, a couple odd episodes here and there when I actually saw it on TV and my parents weren't really awake. Minus my dad would actually want me to watch The Simpsons. But, my mom never let me watch The Simpsons. And I just don't have the urge to watch it now. But no, wasn't there an episode where they basically predicted this? Like what's happening in the US right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I should actually sit down and watch The Simpsons. That's one of the things I actually do. That is on my bucket list. At least the bucket list of this year. I know a bucket list is usually like before you die, etc., etc. I just make a bucket list for the year. Which, you know, resolution, whatever else you want to call it, it's the same idea. And I also have to rehabilitate myself, and I'm only using that phrase because Persona 5 used it, and I feel like I have to go through that kind of phase of my life right now, just because the constant doctors I'm seeing does not help right now. Why can't I meet a doctor? God damn it! Now, I was gonna make a Persona 5 joke, and I'm just like, I don't even know where I'm going with this one. I think the Persona 5 Doctor was just straight up one of the best characters in my opinion.
Many people think that.
Oh really? Huh.
I don't know.
Well, like, fun thing is, why do other people like I'm assuming it's just it's the Gothic group. I'm assuming. The reason I like her is just basically because she had to deal with failure, and the ultimate kind of failure, especially for a doctor, which is like witnessing someone die in front of your eyes. And you know, the tenacity of not giving up effectively. But the thing is, I know an actual like Gothic doctor, and they're pretty damn cool with their job because they use like a mixture of Eastern and Western ideas. Granted, to work in Canada, you had to basically adopt all Western. So I'm assuming what they did was just did that for a course and then went to Eastern as soon as they got out of like medical school or something. Ah man, that brings me back to the days of going to see a psychotherapist or whatever I was seeing a long time ago, and how that had such an impact on my life, and I will never forget it, and I will never forget the face and name of basically my teacher at that point. So for those who think like, oh, you've never had like a big changing, like shifting your life, not true. Definitely not true. And the funny thing is, that was also the same time I was roughly giving up video gaming, actually, like, as a passion of mine. But because of her, like, she was a woman who did not give a damn about video gaming. She was a very old grandma, effectively. But the way she basically helped me re-spark a feel for gaming was just, it still sticks today, actually, for me. You know, I'm not so arrogant about the world around me. I know certain things that some other people may or may not know of, and you know, just the general acceptance of who I am. That's also a huge thing people forget to do, where it's just accept yourself for who you are. Red just being extremely silent. Yeah, but no, I can stress this enough, but you guys have to, like, actually verbalize it and mentalize it for yourselves. Always, like, whatever you do in a day or whatever you do for, like, X amount, just know you're putting your best foot forward and just know you're doing the best you can do. And, you know, even I slip up, but, you know, slipping up is okay. You learn, you grow. And even if you slip up like 3-6 more times, it's just, as long as you acknowledge yourself and then learn from the past mistakes you made, you only go up from there. And now it feels like I'm teaching in class now. That is a legit thing I want to do over the internet, is like teach people basically simplified methods and understandings of certain things, because Red's heard this story, that basically my psychotherapist, or whatever the hell her job or classification was as basically a therapist, she actually taught me a lot of like shamanic ways of helping, shamanic like just in general a lot of other ideas. She taught me a couple things of yoga, some like pressure nerve and vines that like make you calm down forcefully. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but I remember the general gist of everything. So, you know, I'll still teach it my own way, but still stay true to the belief that me and her share. That sounds super weird. And people are gonna say, "Didn't you say that she's an old bat or an old woman?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's an old woman, but you know, hey, if she passes on, she passes on. You only have to really come to terms and accept that." And plus, if anything, I think the way that we bonded, I feel like I'll have an eye out on her and she has an eye out on me, and then the reincarnation cycle will kick up, and then maybe I'll be the teacher. I sound like such a hippie, but that's my belief, and you know, people don't have to share that belief. The best part is, wasn't that a legit thing in Persona 5 too? Where like the Star Arcana, not the Star Arcana. No, it was Star Arcana. Where the fortune teller, right? Except she was doing it out of basically a job. She was doing it for like not so much malevolent purposes, just purposes like to get buy-in, like a world that doesn't believe in that kind of thing or doesn't like understand it. And I actually never hit up her social link, so I don't know her backstory or anything because I didn't care. And she's probably a gem like the Doctor, because I feel like everyone outside of the team, minus who the hell is Johanna's thing? Makoto. I feel like everyone outside of her is like so bad, so badly written. Before anyone, cause I'm bringing in like I'm bringing up basically like a social kind of thing over this one. Social anxiety that people fear because certain people take this out of proportion, and I definitely know this for a solid fact. If you were gonna ask me my opinions on like witches, shamans, and whatnot, shamans, how the hell you pronounce it, I am one of those people who say the innocent is innocent until proven guilty. So unless they're showing signs of extreme aggression or extreme killing, I'm gonna hold my head up high and say they're good people. Until, you know, they do something that I don't like, or I do something that they don't like, and kind of the circle goes on and on from there. And apparently that takes a lot of courage. You gonna pass out? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna stop shooting anyways. Nice. And I'm here by myself. Actually, what time is it? It's 11. I should probably have to head off myself. We'll call the next time. If we don't kill it, we don't kill it. If we do, woohoo. Alright, I'm supposed to text people back. Shoot. Yeah, shut up. Oh, that's the wrong quest. That's definitely the wrong quest. Oh, there we go. Let's chill for... Sour as I know we could do it. frick off. You know, I said that was gonna be the last one. Got a nice 3 hours out of that too. Sorry, I am tired. I am bugging out. I'm like, I thought I stopped streaming. Oh, no, stop. I have my pre-order coming in from physical. I'll see you guys tomorrow.